We'll be using an older version of Roblox Studio. This is mainly because newer versions of Roblox Studio, when you export parts with materials, do not export the textures with the materials. So when you import them into a 3D software of choice, the materials do not show up as textures whatsoever, and you have to put them together yourself manually. However, older versions of Roblox Studio were actually capable of exporting maps and with the materials and textures fully featured. As of such, we're going to use an older version of Roblox Studio. However, they are very hard to come across, well, unless you're using the Future is Bright or the older versions of that available on the GitHub page, which is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to use version 5 specifically, mainly because I tried out using version 1 and found that I couldn't successfully open up Roblox Studio files, so version 5 worked best for me, and it's the version I'd recommend for this process. Version 5 of the Future is Bright is also old enough to the point where it was before the supposed Roblox Studio update, which removed the ability for exporting to include the material files. So that's also why we're going to use it. So now we're going to open up the Future is Bright version of Roblox Studio. With it open, we're going to open up Desert in order to demonstrate in this video. With Desert open, we're now going to export the place as a .obj. You can do that in the File and Advanced option. This process will take some time, so you will need some patience. Avoid clicking around as this can cause Roblox Studio to crash. Now that the OBJ is exported, we'll also need to use an older version of Blender, specifically version 2.79, as this version has a .obj export script that imports the textures with colors, which 2.81 cannot do, as it seems to import the textures, but not the colors. But don't worry, as once we have it through 2.79, we'll save it as a .blend and send it straight into 2.81, which I'll demonstrate towards the end of this video. To get this version of Blender, you're going to need to go to blender.org. Select download and scroll down this page until you see a button which says previous versions. Select that and download a copy of Blender 2.79b as seen there. I'll use the Microsoft installer 64-bit setup. You should use what is appropriate to your computer and system, of course. Now that Blender 2.79 is installed, open it and import the .obj of the map you exported from Roblox Studio. This process will take a while. Avoid touching anything to prevent crashing. Once loaded, you'll see that Blender successfully loads all of the textures and colors of the map automatically. We will now save this project as a .blend to open in Blender 2.81. It will load up in Blender 2.81 with all of the colors and textures. Finally, using Blender 2.81, which you can get off blender.org, we will open the .blend we saved from version 2.79 earlier. As you can see, we have the entire map loaded with textures and colors, all of that implemented straight in, saving lots of time. Thank you for watching this video. If you are stuck or confused on anything in this video, feel free to direct message me on Discord, which I'll leave my username in the video description. Apart from that, have a great day.